When people talk about doing SEO, they are mostly referring to working on their meta tags. But that's fine. Meta tags are a really important part of your SEO. So let's go over the top 3 meta tags you need to work on to improve your SEO and have better chances of ranking for your content. All right. So before you say, yeah, we all know that meta tags are important, a lot of people ignore them. Just go to any website or most of the websites, and you're going to find a lot of them on their meta title tag still say home. We don't want that. All right. Let's optimize those meta tags. Let's talk about it right now. Let's jump over to the screen. This is your typical website, but it's actually my website. It's KatLinks. So let's talk about the first meta tag that you need to look into to optimize and make sure you're using correctly. And that's your page title tag, which if you are looking at the web browser, you should see it on top right here. There it is. KatLinks SEO Tool, rank higher and get more organic traffic. So why is the page title tag so important? Because that's one of the things that Google will use to determine the main topic of the specific page we're talking about. In this case, this is the homepage for my website. So I have to make sure I have a good title tag that includes the top keyword for which I want to rank. If you go to a website and you notice that it says home on top, that means that that meta tag is not optimized. If you look at it in the code, you can see it right here under the title tag. So this is going to happen often, right? Cats are going to walk through, but you already know that. So here you can see the text of my title tag. So it's really important. In this case, for example, SEO tool is the main keyword for my homepage. So that's why it's included in the title tag. And I also include a little bit more information about it, which is like kind of a call to action that we're going to talk about in a minute. Right. So page title tag. That's the first one. The second one is the meta description. So when you're looking at a website, where's the meta description? That's not there. The meta description is what shows when you do a Google search, is what shows here under the page title tag, which is the one we just talked about. So this is really important because here people are going to see what your website is about and get a longer description, hence the name of the meta tag, about what they are going to find on the page. Something really important to keep in mind, the meta description is not a ranking factor. Whatever you put in there is not going to help you rank better on Google, but it will help people determine if they want to click on your website to go learn more. So think of the meta description as a call to action. You give out more information and you're trying to make people click on your organic listing so they can go to your website. That's what the meta description does, and that's why it's so important, right? If you look at the code, your meta description will be right here, meta name description, content, and here's my meta description. KatLinks is an affordable SEO tool that will help you rank higher and get more organic traffic to your website. Try it free for 14 days. That's my call to action. So that's what people are going to see here. Did you notice that what you see here is not exactly what I have here? Well, that's because Google will, once in a while, change the text of your meta description. There's nothing you can do about it. The best you can do is optimize it to how you want it to show, but eventually Google may switch it up and show something else. Can't do anything about it, but at least optimize it as best as possible on your end. All right. Now, the third meta tag we're going to talk about is the H1 tag. The H1 tag is just as important as your page title tag because that's what Google is going to use to determine, again, what the main topic of your page. Remember that Google sees your website as different pages, right, within the site. So for each page on your website, you need to have your meta tags optimized. Page title tag, description, and H1, as we're going to talk about right now. So the H1 tag should also include your top keyword, so Google can clearly understand what it's about. A lot of websites tend to use like a big chunk of text for your H1, but your H1 tag should be really straight to the point with your top keyword. So if you look at my website right here, which one do you think it's the H1 tag? A lot of people may think that this is your H1 tag because they tend to think that the H1 is the one that is bigger, the font is bigger, right, or stands out more. In reality, you can apply the H1 tag to any piece of text or any line of text that you want. In this case, here's my H1, affordable SEO tool. That's my keyword. That's one of my top keywords for the homepage. That's why I have it there. And if you go to inspect it here, you're going to see that this is exactly my H1 tag. This one on top should be an H2 in my case. So you can put it wherever you want. Doesn't matter. Ideally, your H1 tags should be at the very top of your page, ideally. But just make sure that you have it there and make sure that your H1 includes your top keyword. So that's really important. Both your page title tag and your H1 tag should include your top keyword. And in fact, you should also include it within your meta description. Why? Because when someone searches for something, let's say they search for a word or for a phrase. For example, let's say that I search for SEO tool. If I read the same thing that I just wrote down, it makes a connection with the user, right? So if you don't mention the keyword in your meta description, even though remember that meta description is not a ranking factor, whatever you put in there won't help you rank more, but it will help connect with the user. So if they type in the keyword and then they see the keyword here, they don't have to think about it. Their brain automatically makes the connection and they are attracted to clicking on that. And if you include a call to action, that's even better, right? So those are the 3 meta tags. Of course, there are more, but those are the 3 meta tags that we need to focus on. Remember, we said page title tag, your H1 tag, and your meta description. Make sure that your top keyword for that specific page is included in all of them, and also include a call to action so you can win the click when people are searching and are seeing the results. Hope this is useful. If you like this video, please make sure you like it, you share it, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I'm going to be putting a lot of content that's be really useful for you, and once in a while you may see cats around, so that's like a plus. All right, see you in the next video. Thank you.